Hey, let's get paid. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tuning in. I hope I can be of service to you today. I hope I can give you some game that you can take with on your life journey. Okay? Because I'm so happy and I'm so grateful now that I'm here sharing this message with you all. So let's get paid. Let's get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about self control, perspective, and paradigms. Now, I had to come to the realization that one, I am in control of myself, my emotions, my actions, my thoughts, my feelings. Okay? Once I realized this, then I realized I had the power to change my perception. And this came with the understanding that everybody just operates on the frequency and on the consciousness that they are at, the law of vibration, right? So now, when you understand this, you can look back on anything that has caused you pain, caused you resentment, caused you hurt, frustration, and anger, and you can change your perspective on it because you have the control. And ultimately, this is going to change your paradigm. Now, whatever order you do this in, but I had to understand, right? Because in this book, if you don't have this book, you should get this book. It can be worth $1 million to you. Now look, the book says for every setback, every failure, every heartbreak, there is a greater seed of benefit. There's an equal or greater seed of benefit on the other side, right? Now, when I looked at my own life, and I was in that season where it seemed like now that I look back, everything I touched turned to garbage, right? I realized I was the problem, and this is not good, bad, and this is good and bad. It just is, right? And I find myself now growing in wisdom, growing in understanding. My thought and my perception of the past, I'm still working on this. This is something that I'm really learning because I feel like I reference the past a lot. But, I think it's important to do that. If you don't understand the past, how can you understand how you got here today? Which will ultimately lead to where you're going tomorrow. How you spend your day is how you spend your life. So I think back, right, to the time that I was really hurt. I had a lot of pain, right? This pain in my heart and in my subconscious mind was manifesting into my physical body, right? I had tightness in my chest. I had knee pains. I had this, I had that. I had anxiety. I had this. And I did not realize I had to self-control to change this if I could just change my perspective. But in order to do that, you have to change the paradigm, right? And now you are exactly where you are today on purpose, for a reason. You belong right here in this exact moment, wherever you are sitting watching this video, okay? A lot of us think different, or we think, oh, we should be here, or we should be there, or I should be doing this. No, you are exactly where you need to be, okay? And it's up to you to decide where you want to go, right? But look, when I was in that space, right, I just could not understand. I did not have the understanding. The pain that I was feeling was caused by myself, right? And this is very you tell this to somebody that they're the reason that they have these problems, they might get mad and say, how dare you say that? But it's true. It is true. We cannot control anybody else, but we can control our reaction, our response, our perception of this, right? So when I think back and I think I'm judging other people, right? This person does something and I'm judging them and I'm mad at them and I'm hurt by their actions. And I'm not realizing I'm no better than you. And you're no better than me. We're just making choices based on the consciousness that we possess at the time. So once I realized that, I said, man, what am I so mad at you for? Why am I so angry? And this is even talking to myself. I talk to myself, you know? Because if you can't heal yourself, how can you ever expect to forgive somebody else, right? If you cannot forgive yourself, if you cannot tap into yourself, love yourself, heal yourself, forgive yourself, work on yourself, your perception will never change about this other person because the perception of yourself has not changed. The paradigm that you are in has not changed, right? And how do you do this? Through repetition, right? These realizations and this really understanding of this realization, the conscious awareness of this realization, it didn't come the first time that I realized this, right? When somebody is going up a mountain, they decide they're going to climb Mount Everest. That's not one decision. It's a multitude of decisions. Every step they take, they're deciding to get up that mountain, right? And this is what this looks like in your own life, right? Perception and the paradigm shift and the changing. It takes a lot of time. It's gonna take time, okay? And nobody can tell you how much time it's gonna take. That's one thing I realized too, right? When I was going through all these things, you know, I was going through all these things, I was able to see the other side, right? I was able to see like, okay, I'm kind of tweaking, but I could not get my emotions out of it. They were overriding, they were hijacking my conscious mind. And I had no understanding of how to change this, you know? And naturally, I reverted to poor decision making, right? But I realized, hey man, I'm digging myself a hole and I need to stop digging. I'm digging myself a hole and I need to stop digging. Okay? And this was, I'm thinking back now, honestly, another pivoting point in me shifting out of the paradigm, out of the survival paradigm. Because in this paradigm, you just think with survival, you think with anger, you think with frustration, you think with resentment, you think of this, right? And now you might go, you know, balance from there and there and there unconsciously, right? Because a lot of life will take you just floating and you don't know, you know, the lack of knowledge. You just don't know why you're doing the things that you do. But to me, that is such an important question. I really am driven by why do I do the things that I do? Why did I respond the way that I responded? Why did I do this when this happened? And these questions are so important. You have to ask yourself this, especially on this path to success and just in life in general. You know, if you don't know why you do the things that you do, you're not going to know where you're going to get to. If you don't know where you are today, you won't know where you're going tomorrow. And how you spend your life is how you spend your day, right? So, going back, self-control, self-perception, your paradigm. Once I realized my life was never going to change unless I changed it, I began to think and think and think. I said, why am I so mad? Why am I so mad? Why am I so mad at this person? I had to have grace. I had to have grace. I had to realize I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. I can try to bullshit and make excuses and, you know, think that I'm better than I am and say, well, I can just try to, bullshit. Because you didn't do exactly what I did, it's better. No, this is flawed thinking. This is a lack of accountability, right? We all play a part in everybody else's life. And everybody else plays a part in our life, right? But nobody can control how you respond and how you perceive things, except for you, okay? So if you look at the gym as a place of pain, a place of, I have to go do this, that's what you're gonna get. But if you look at the gym like, yes, I get to go to the gym, I get to sculpt my body, I get to better my health, that's how you're gonna look at it. And this is a paradigm shift. A paradigm is a set of patterns, right? Of how you think. This is your paradigm, essentially your habits and what you think. So until you're able to change your paradigm, you're never going to change the 3D reality, right? If this person hurts you, until you change the paradigm, the way you think, this person is never going to change in your mind. They can show you over and over and over that they have changed. But until your paradigm shifts, you're not going to believe your eyes, And this is very, very crucial, right? You have to have the self-control. You have to have the knowing, the ability to realize, I am the cause of my suffering. I am the only person that can control my suffering, my happiness, my life. I am the captain of this ship. So if you hold on to anger, resentment, all that pain, right? You have to ask yourself, where is this coming from? Where a lot of times, wow, that's a whole new conversation. Childhood trauma, right? A lot of times we grow older and we haven't worked through that childhood trauma, right? We don't know why we do the things we do today. And most of the time, it stemmed back long, long ago. Because you had a thought backed with an emotion and it gave you results in real life. Your brain took an image and it said, this is what it is, right? And like a dog that's old, you can't teach it new tricks. Why is this? Because it already found what worked. It's comfortable. It's conformity. But just because it's comfortable doesn't mean it's good for you, right? We have to get out of the comfort zone. The comfort zone is probably the worst place we can be. We are growth mindset individuals. All we want to do is grow. So how can you grow in your comfort zone? You can't. You can't. But a lot of people don't want to change. So they're stuck. They're stuck in their ways. But I'm here to remind you, you have the power. Okay? If this person broke your heart, nobody is going to fix it but you, right? You and God. So you need to go through that isolation season and work on your heart. We might end that right there. I do want to tell y'all again, get this book. Get this book. Start reading. Read. Readers are leaders, right? If you don't want to read, you're just another fool. You are just a fool. Wow, I just opened this book. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. Wow. That is powerful, man. Wow. This book has probably everything we ever need to know, but a lot of people don't read. A lot of people don't read. And that includes themselves. They can't read them themselves. You know, lack of self-awareness. I think I found my next topic. Childhood trauma. That's a good one. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tapping into this video. I think we've gone long enough. I think I went on a crazy rant. So if you stay with me till the end, I salute to you. I'm so happy and so grateful now that I can share this experience with you. You know, I just want to help. So let's get paid.